No electricity, no tractors, just horse-drawn buggies. And yet, the Amish raise over 30 million chickens a year. How? Let's crack the code. You've seen them on country roads, plain clothes, no phones, horses pulling wagons like time stood still. But behind those quiet farms, a poultry empire most people never see. This isn't backyard chicken keeping. This is industrial-scale farming, with zero grid power. We're talking free-range eggs with golden orange yolks, chickens that taste like your grandma's Sunday dinner, and a system so sustainable it's been passed down for 6 generations. And here's the kicker. Their methods are so effective, they're quietly outproducing factory farms in flavour, health and ethics, all without a single smartphone. So how do the Amish raise millions of chickens? For meat and eggs, using 19th century tools in the 21st century. Today, you're getting the full inside story, from the breeds they trust, to the Coop designs that last 50 years, to the community-powered processing days that look like a barn dance. With feathers. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand their secrets, you might just be ready to start your own Amish-style flock. Let's get into it. 1. The breeds they trust. Let's talk about the birds the Amish rely on. They don't just pick any chicken. They choose carefully. Like a baker picks the right flour. Each breed has a job, and the Amish know exactly which one fits. First up is the Rhode Island Red. This hen is a legend. She lays eggs like clockwork, 250 to 300 a year. That's nearly 1 every day. She doesn't quit in winter. She doesn't need heat lamps or fancy coops. Just a dry place to sleep and room to scratch in the dirt. She's tough, calm, and friendly. Perfect for families. Kids can gather her eggs without worry. And her eggs? Rich, deep-coloured yolks that stand up tall in the pan. Then there's the Cornish cross. This bird is built for meat. He grows fast, ready in 6 to 8 weeks. That's faster than most things you order online. He's plump, white, and feeds a whole family at dinner. The Amish raise him humanely, with space and fresh air. No cages, no crowding, just good food and clean ground. But the Amish don't use just one type. They mix in dual-purpose breeds too, like Plymouth Rocks and Sussex. These birds lay well and give good meat when needed. They're the all-in-one helpers. They rotate breeds with the seasons, keeps the land fresh, the flock healthy, and the kitchen full. Some hens lay every morning. Some birds grow strong for Sunday dinner. Others do both. It's not factory farming. It's smart, simple, and it's been working for generations. 2. The Coop. Simple but genius. When it comes to raising chickens, the Amish don't cut corners, especially with the Coop. To them, a chicken coop isn't just a shed with feathers. It's a home. And like any good home, it has to be safe, dry, and comfortable. Most Amish coops are built by hand. No power tools, no factory parts. Just wood, nails, and years of know-how. They use solid lumber, often reclaimed from old barns, broken wagons, or shipping pallets. Nothing goes to waste. That weathered wood. It's tough, it lasts, and it fits right into the farm. These coops aren't pretty for looks. They're built to last. Many have stood for decades. Rain, snow, wind. They handle it all. Sloped roofs shed water. Thick walls block cold. And the floors? Often raised or made with removable trays, so cleaning is quick and easy. Ventilation is key. The Amish know fresh air keeps chickens healthy. Small gaps near the roof let hot, damp air escape. But there are no cold drafts on the ground. Hens stay warm in winter and cool in summer. No AC, no heaters, just smart design. Predators are always a threat. Raccoons, foxes, even stray dogs. But Amish coops are built like forts. Tight walls, locked doors, wire buried underground to stop diggers. chicken wire on windows and vents. Some coops even have motion-triggered bells or locks made by hand. The birds stay safe. Every night, inside, it's clean and calm. Straw or wood shavings cover the floor. Nesting boxes are tucked in quiet corners, soft, dark and private. Just how hens like it. Each box is big enough for one bird to lay in peace. No pushing, no stress. And because the boxes are easy to reach, egg gathering is simple. Space matters too. The Amish don't crowd their birds. Every chicken gets room to move, to stretch wings, to scratch the ground, to peck at bugs. They can walk in the sun, dust bathe, flap around like chickens should. That freedom makes them happy. And happy hens lay more eggs. It's not magic. It's basic chicken life. You won't see stacked cages or dark, crowded sheds here. No factory setup. Just open space and fresh air. Some coops even have pop doors that open to a fenced run. Chickens come and go as they please during the day. At night, they're locked in tight, safe, rested, ready for tomorrow. One thing you notice right away, these coops are clean. The Amish clean them often. Droppings get scooped, bedding is replaced, air stays fresh, no stink, no pests. A dirty coop brings sickness. A clean one keeps birds strong. I once visited a family in Lancaster County. Their coop was small but perfect, made from old red barnwood, nesting boxes lined with fresh straw, a little ramp for the hens to climb up at night, even had a small overhang to keep rain out. I joked that it looked better than my first apartment, and honestly, it was. No leaky faucet, no noisy upstairs neighbours, just quiet, clean, and full of clucking hens doing their thing. The best part? It was built by the farmers' sons. No blueprint, no power saws, just hand tools and their dad's guidance. That coop wasn't just shelter, it was pride, it was care, it was part of the farm's rhythm. And that's the Amish way. Simple materials, smart design, hard work, no rush, no shortcuts. Every detail has a purpose. From the height of the roosting bars to the angle of the roof, it all matters. Not flashy, not modern, but genius in its own quiet way. 3. Feeding chickens the Amish way. You won't see giant blue bags of store-bought chicken feed on most Amish farms. No plastic sacks, no labels, no shipping fees. Instead, the birds eat what's already around, fresh, natural, and straight from the land. The Amish grow their own grains, corn, wheat, oats, and barley. They plant it, harvest it, and store it in bins or silos. Then they mix it by hand and give it to the chickens. No fillers, no chemicals, just real food from real soil. But that's not all. Chickens get kitchen scraps too. Every meal at an Amish home leaves a little behind. Potato peels, onion skins, old carrots, wilted lettuce, even yesterday's bread or leftover dumplings. Into the chicken yard they go. The birds go crazy for it. They run, they peck, they squabble over a single crumb like it's gold. We used to call it chicken gourmetkins on my grandpa's farm. It meant anything the family didn't eat became chicken food. Nothing was wasted. Not a scrap. Not a crust. If it was safe for us, it was safe for them. Even leftover spaghetti made the cut, as long as it wasn't covered in hot sauce or garlic butter. Some things are just too rich. But plain noodles? The chickens loved them. They'd tug at the strands like it was a game. The real secret, though, is foraging. Every day the birds are let out into the yard, pasture, or garden beds after harvest. They scratch, they dig, they chase bugs, grasshoppers, beetles, slugs, even small snakes. If it moves, they'll try to eat it. They nibble clover, dandelions, and fresh green shoots. It's like a daily buffet with endless choices. This natural diet makes a big difference. The yolks turn deep orange, not pale yellow like store eggs. They stand tall in the pan. And the flavour? Richer, earthier. You can taste the sunshine and soil. Meat birds benefit too. Their muscles develop better. Their fat is cleaner. The meat tastes like chicken used to taste, not bland, not watery, but full of flavour. But not everything is safe. The Amish know that. One thing you never, ever give a chicken: chocolate. It's toxic. Just like in dogs. A small bite can make them sick. Fast heart, weak legs, even death. So brownies, cookies, cocoa, those stay on the human table. Salt, onions and avocado are risky too. The Amish avoid them. They watch their flock closely. If a bird acts slow or stops eating, they stop the scraps and go back to plain grain. Water is simple. Always fresh, always clean. In summer, it's changed twice a day. In winter, they use insulated buckets or heated bases. Not electric, but warmed with hot rocks or stored in sunny rooms. Feeding isn't just about food, it's about rhythm. Every morning the same routine: grain in the trough, scraps scattered in the dirt, water topped off. The birds come running, they know the steps. It's not fancy, but it works. The chickens grow strong, they lay well, and they live like chickens should, eating from the land, not a factory bag. It's simple, it's smart. And it's been feeding families for generations. 4. Egg production, art and science. Laying eggs isn't just something hens do when they feel like it. It's a cycle, a rhythm. And the Amish know how to keep that rhythm going all year long. Light plays a big role. Hens need about 14 to 16 hours of light a day to lay well. Most factory farms use electric bulbs on timers, but the Amish don't. Instead, they place their coops where the morning sun hits early. Windows face east, doors open to the rising light. Even in winter, when days are short, the hens get enough natural light to keep laying. They don't force it. No fake light, no stress, just smart planning. And it works. A healthy hen can lay 250 to 300 eggs a year. That's almost one every day. Some skip a day here and there, others never miss. But on average, the numbers add up fast. 3 hens? That's close to 1,000 eggs a year. Enough for pancakes on Sunday, scrambled eggs for breakfast, cakes for birthdays, and big jars of deviled eggs that disappear the second they hit the table. In Amish homes, eggs are always around. In baskets on the counter, in cold boxes in the kitchen. Kids grow up knowing how to gather them, clean them, and carry them without breaking a single one. But eggs aren't just for eating. In many Amish communities, they're a form of trade. Need butter? Bring a dozen eggs. Want fresh bread? 2 dozen will do. At roadside stands and local markets, eggs are sold in handmade cartons, often for more than store prices, because people know they're better. My grandpa used to say, "Out here, eggs are the real dollar." He wasn't joking. For families without cash, eggs are income. They pay for goods, they help neighbours, they feed the community. But to keep the eggs coming, the hens have to be happy. And stress is the enemy. A loud noise, a predator scare, even a new bird in the flock. Any of it can make a hen stop laying. So Amish farmers keep things peaceful. No tractors near the coop, no yelling, no sudden movements. The environment is calm, quiet, predictable. Some farmers even play soft music. Classical tunes drift out of small battery-powered radios. Violins and pianos hum in the background. One man I met swore his hens laid more when Mozart was on. "They like the rhythm," he said with a smile. I don't know if it was the music or just good care, but his eggs were always rich, with deep orange yolks that oozed like liquid gold. Diet matters too. Hens that eat fresh greens, bugs and quality grain lay better eggs. The Amish make sure their birds are fed well year-round. In summer, they forage. In winter, they get extra greens from root cellars or sprouted grains. Clean nesting boxes help too. Soft bedding. dark corners, privacy. Hens like a safe, quiet spot to do their job. When they feel secure, they lay more often. And because everything is done by hand, the farmers notice small changes. If a hen is acting slow, not eating or staying off the nest, they catch it fast. They adjust feed, give her rest, or move her to a quieter spot. It's not high-tech, but it's smart, it's personal. And it's why Amish egg production works so well, not because of machines, but because of attention. Day after day, season after season, they keep the rhythm going. 1 egg at a time, 5 meat chickens, ethical and flavorful. Let's be honest, chickens raised by the Amish don't live forever. Most meat birds are raised to be eaten. But how they live and how they're treated before that day makes all the difference. These aren't factory birds. No dark, crowded sheds. No air thick with dust and noise. Amish meat chickens spend their days outside. They walk on real grass. They feel the sun. They scratch the soil, chase bugs, and flap their wings just because they can. It's not just farming. It's giving chickens a life, a good one. Most Amish families raise Cornish cross birds for meat. They grow fast, ready in 6 to 8 weeks. That's natural speed, not forced. No hormones, no drugs, just clean feed, fresh water, and room to move. The Amish believe that if you treat an animal well, the meat will taste better. And they're right. In warm months, the birds live in mobile pens called chicken tractors. These are simple wooden frames with wire sides and no floor. Every few days, the farmer moves them to fresh ground, new grass, new bugs, clean space. The chickens never stay in their own mess. They always have something new to peck at. It's like a buffet on wheels. They eat crickets, worms, clover, and wild herbs. That natural diet adds flavour you can't fake. The meat comes out richer, deeper, with a taste that reminds you what chicken is supposed to be. Winter is different. The ground freezes, bugs disappear, so the birds come into warm, dry coops. Thick straw covers the floor. The walls are tight against the wind. They still get fresh air, but they stay cosy. Their feed changes too. More corn, warm grain mash, extra nutrients to keep them growing strong, but they're never locked in tight spaces. Even in cold months, they have room. When it's time to process the birds, it's done with care. Not in silence, not alone. Most Amish families do it as a group, with neighbours, cousins, even teenagers helping out. It's a big day. Tables are set up outside. Water is heated. Knives are sharp. Everyone has a job. One catches the birds. One handles the pluck. Another cleans and bags the meat. There's no rush, no cruelty. The birds are calm. The work is respectful. And nothing goes to waste. Feathers are saved for pillows or quilts. Organs go to pets or compost. Even the feet are used, sometimes for broth or dog treats. The whole process takes a morning. By noon, each family walks away with 20, 30, even 50 fresh unpackaged chickens. Wrapped in paper, labelled by date, ready for the freezer. No plastic, no labels, no long shipping routes. Just food from the farm to the table. And when you taste it, you know it's different. The skin crisps up golden. The meat stays juicy. The flavour is full, not watery, not bland like store chicken. My grandpa used to say, "A happy chicken makes for a happy dinner." I didn't get it as a kid, but then I had a roast chicken from our flock, golden, smoky, rich, and I finally understood. It wasn't just food, it was respect, it was care. It was a life lived right from sunrise to supper, and that shows up on the plate. Every single time. 6 community power chicken processing days. There's a day each season that feels more like a reunion than work. It's called Chicken Processing Day. And on Amish farms, it's not something one person does alone. It's a team effort, a community event, like building a barn or harvesting potatoes. but with feathers flying. Early in the morning, trucks and buggies pull up to a neighbour's farm. Crates of meat chickens are lined up. Water kettles are heating. Long tables are set under open tents. The air smells like hot water and fresh grass. Kids run around with baskets. Women bring jars of coffee and jars of jam. Men check knives and hoses. Everyone knows their role. No confusion, no stress. Just work that needs doing, and doing together. One person catches the birds and carries them gently to the first station. Another handles the kill. Quick, calm, respectful. No fear, no noise. It's done with care, not cruelty. Then the birds go into hot water to loosen the feathers. After that, the plucking starts. Hands move fast. Feathers fly like snow. Some people use machines, but many do it by hand. It's messy, it's loud, and somehow it's fun. Someone always tells a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? It's old, it's silly. But after 4 hours of plucking, it still gets a laugh. Next stop, gutting and cleaning. Another line of workers opens the birds, removes what's not needed, rinses them clean. The work is steady, hands are skilled. No waste, no rush. Feathers aren't thrown away, they're saved in big sacks. Later they'll be cleaned and used for pillows, quilts, or even attic insulation. Nothing gets tossed. Everything has a purpose. Organs go to the dogs. Feet might be saved for broth. Even the scraps go to compost or feed other animals. The Amish believe nothing from God's creation should be wasted. As the day goes on, the pace stays steady. People switch jobs when they get tired. Someone brings out fresh bread and cold milk. Kids help bag the final chickens. Each family gets their share, labelled, wrapped in paper, ready for the freezer. No plastic, no barcode, no long trip from factory to shelf. Just real food, raised locally, processed with care. But it's not just about the meat. It's about being together, talking, laughing, helping. A young boy learns how to clean a chicken from his uncle. A widow gets her freezer filled thanks to neighbours. A new family is welcomed into the rhythm of farm life. There's no pay, no receipts, just trust, just giving. You won't see this in big cities or factory farms. This kind of work only happens where people know each other, where they rely on each other, where community isn't just a word, it's how you survive and thrive. By late afternoon, the tables are clean, the birds are packed. The laughter fades as everyone heads home, but the feeling stays. Pride, full freezers, full hearts. And when that chicken hits the pot on Sunday, it's more than a meal. It's a memory, a shared moment, a taste of what happens when people work together. Not for profit, but for family, for food, for life. 7. Challenges. They face life on an Amish chicken farm isn't all golden yolks and happy clucks. It's work, real, hard work. And even with years of wisdom, the Amish face challenges every single year. Weather is one of the biggest. Winter comes hard, snow piles up, cold wind cuts through the barns. When temperatures drop, hens often slow down or stop laying eggs. It's natural, but it means fewer eggs to sell or feed the family. The Amish can't just turn on a heater. No electric thermostats. No warm air blowers. Instead, they use deep straw bedding, tight walls, and a smart coop design to trap body heat. Chickens huddle together. They stay dry. They survive. But egg numbers still dip. Summer brings a different kind of trouble. Heat can kill. Chickens don't sweat. They pant. When it's too hot, they get weak, stop eating, and may even die. The Amish keep water fresh and plentiful. They add cool stones to the buckets. They shade the coops with trees or tarps. Some pour water on the ground to cool the air. It helps, but hot days are still a fight. Disease is always a worry. One sick bird can spread illness fast. No labs, no vet on speed dial. The Amish rely on sharp eyes and fast action. They watch their flock every day. If a chicken is slow, not eating or acting strange, they catch it early. They isolate it. They clean the coop. They use natural helpers, garlic crushed into the water, oregano in the feed, apple cider vinegar to boost health. Herbs grown in the garden become medicine. Cleanliness is key. Floors are scrubbed. Bedding is changed. Air flows freely. But even with care, bad things happen. A fox breaks in. A storm floods the yard. A hatch doesn't survive. These are real losses, not just money, time, effort, emotion. Then there's the market. Prices go up and down like a yo-yo. One week, a dozen eggs sells for $5. The next, too many people have chickens and no one's buying. The Amish don't run ads or post on social media. They sell at roadside stands, farmers' markets, or to neighbours. When demand drops, they don't throw food away. They eat more eggs at home. They trade them for milk or bread. They share with those in need. They don't panic. They plan ahead. When times are good, they save. When times are tough, they lean on each other. That's the Amish way. And through it all, they keep their humour. You'll hear jokes at the market. Why did the chicken cross the road? To check the egg prices on the other side, it gets a laugh. But it's also true. Farmers know what it's like to wonder if their hard work will pay off. They face storms, sickness, cold, heat, and change. All without modern tech. No apps, no alerts, no easy fixes. Just faith, experience, and each other. And still, they keep going. Every morning, the same routine. Feed, water, check the eggs, watch the birds, fix what's broken, do the work, with calm, with care, with quiet strength. 8. Sustainability. The big picture. This isn't just about raising chickens, it's about living in a way that makes sense. Year after year, season after season. The Amish don't farm to make a quick profit. They farm to keep going, to feed their families, to care for the land, to leave it better than they found it. Everything is connected, like a circle. Nothing wasted, nothing bought from far away. It all starts with the soil. The Amish rotate their crops. One year they grow corn, next year soybeans, then oats or hay. This gives the ground a rest. It keeps the dirt strong. Healthy soil grows healthy food, and healthy food feeds healthy people and healthy chickens. After harvest, the chickens come in. They're let loose in the empty fields. They scratch, they peck. They eat leftover seeds, bugs, and weeds. As they move, they drop manure, natural fertilizer, no chemicals, no plastic bags of store-bought nutrients, just chicken poop doing its job. That manure is also collected and mixed with straw, leaves, and kitchen scraps. It's piled up and left to cook. Over weeks, it turns into dark, rich compost, like black gold for the garden. That compost feeds next year's vegetables, potatoes, and grains. It's a loop. Simple, smart, and it's been working for generations. But it's not always neat. I once heard about a young Amish boy who decided to speed things up. He let his chickens into the compost pile, thinking they'd help break it down. And they did, too well. They went wild, scratching like they'd found buried treasure, flung compost everywhere, covered in dirt, running through the yard like feathered pigs in mud. By noon, the whole farm looked like a storm had passed through. His dad wasn't mad. He just said, "Next time, wait till it's finished cooking." Even with the mess, the system works. The Amish don't rush. They let nature take its time, and they teach it early. Kids grow up in this rhythm. A 5-year-old might carry scraps to the coop. A 7-year-old learns to gather eggs without dropping them. By 10, a child can tell which hen is sick just by how she stands. By 16, they're helping plan the flock for next season. This isn't schoolwork, it's life. It's passed down from parent to child, not from a textbook. There's no test, just doing, watching, learning. They learn that the land isn't something to use up. It's something to care for, like a gift. And if you treat it right, it gives back. They don't need solar panels or fancy green tech to be sustainable. They already are. By hand, by habit, by heart. Water is saved, wood is reused, food is grown close. Chickens eat scraps, scraps feed chickens, eggs feed families, manure feeds soil, soil feeds crops. And the circle goes on. No trucks bringing in feed, no plastic bins piling up, no waste going to landfills. Everything has a next step. It's not perfect, it's not easy, but it's real and it lasts. Not just for one season, but for decades, for sons, for daughters, for grandchildren who will one day walk the same rows, feed the same birds, and keep the circle going. So what's the takeaway? The Amish aren't just raising chickens, they're raising standards. For food, for community, for sustainability. They prove you don't need Wi-Fi to run a successful farm. Just hard work, smart traditions, and a few thousand clucking friends. And honestly, after seeing how they do it, maybe we all need a few backyard chickens, fresh eggs, natural meat. And let's be real, who wouldn't want a feathered roommate? To wake them up in the morning? No alarm clock needed. Just a rooster with bad timing. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Amish poultry secrets, smash that like button. It helps more people find the video. Drop a comment below. Would you try raising chickens the Amish way? What breed would you start with? And if you love stories about simple living, real food, and forgotten wisdom, hit subscribe and turn on the bell, because trust me, we've got more old school secrets coming. Until next time, keep it simple, keep it real, and maybe, just maybe, let the chickens roam.